Ooh, where's me face gone? Let's fix that. How good is technology? Alright, give me a second, just fixing my cam. What's happening, dark room? I am just trying to get my camera working. There we go. Cool. Had it unplugged. What's happening? Alright, what do we have here? Got this all set up. Cool. Alright. I'm going to be repurposing some of my old content that I've filmed because I want to post more reels, post more TikToks. I want to make more social content, and I haven't really done much with reels and TikTok as of yet, and I thought I'd start off with some of the old or recent stuff that I've done and then work my way backwards with some of the other content. So I've just pulled up my project on the R34 GTR and I'm going to start picking at it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the audio from the desktop. I'm just going to change some settings. Cool. Use my actual camera as a webcam. Oh, I don't know. Kind of have to mount the camera at a decent height. I've got a pretty small desk, man, so I don't know if I have the space to do it comfortably. Still waiting for my... Yeah, cool. That's good to hear. That will be a bit of the timeline. I'll do my desktop audio. I might turn that down a little bit so it doesn't deafen you. Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about using, once I've got my office properly set up, I'll definitely be looking at doing streams at a high quality, probably using my camera since I've got a few spares to use. But for now, I guess this will do the trick. It's not really focused more so for me anyway, so it's more so just the actual timeline and footage. I'm just like a little square. Should make myself a smaller square. But I've got a Instagram reel timeline ready, so I'm gonna pick some clips that I really like. I've already cut a bit of stuff from when I was actually editing the video, just all these spare clips that I didn't really use. Again, I've got some footage that I haven't used that I could probably put in to make it different to all the footage that people have seen. Different lighting, different colors. There's just so much to fit in, but obviously didn't want to cram it too much. So I have already graded half of this. Well, this is footage that I've graded, and some of it's not graded, so I can probably do some of that on stream too. I've got to find some clips that look probably best for the actual reel. So if I copy this one over, obviously I'm going to have to resize a lot of it. And because it's 4K, it's actually scaled in quite a bit, but you can only go out about 50%. So if I go there, sorry, not 50. Actually, this is already repurposed. Just check everything is all good here. This should be 4K. Yeah, cool. How's everyone been during this lockdown? I'm presuming most people here are Aussie watching, and most of the others are probably asleep in their time zones, but that's an annoying thing. It closes my other sequence and I've got to open it back up. Where are you? There you are. Just easier to swap in between frames and stuff like that. Yeah, so obviously I want to show the best parts of the car. I think the front looks pretty damn good. I mean, it all looks pretty good, but I mean, I could gonna cut together some of the clips that I've already got, and I might go through some that I already have used, but I'm gonna look for more so the wider ones. So that was a pretty cool clip. I'm just going to basically chuck over a heap of the cool shots. This one was pretty cool because you can actually see it. I got to center it a bit more. You can actually see the guard changing color from one to another, which is pretty sick. I might actually just mute the desktop audio so when I'm skimming through it, it doesn't bleed your ears. Again, this is pretty cool, showing two different colors. Might not use these because I've already used them, but I'm just going to copy them over anyway and just see what I've got. See if it looks good in the iPhone, or you know, phone portrait mode. So I think that's cool because you can actually see the colors. You can see the GTR badge. Probably center it a little bit more. But there's just so much content. As always, I always shoot heaps more than what I actually need. And yeah, just heaps to use. I'm actually going to mute this on my end because it's going to annoy the hell out of me. This shot was pretty cool. It's a shame I didn't shoot it wider to be able to fit it in. The car actually booting it. But the cool thing is about Instagram stories, I mean, like you can keyframe and kind of show the whole thing. So when it is going through it, you kind of show the whole car. I almost think it will look better if it starts more from the side and comes to the front when the sun hits it. But I'd probably make it goes a bit more off there. This would be a cool shot because it's pretty wide. These two might work, but it's still going to be cropped in on the actual car. This one's a bit better because I can obviously fit it more in the frame like that, which looks sick. And then obviously as I go, I can track it. So well, I'll manually track it. So as it kind of moves, the whole time it will stay in the frame. So that I got a nice long clip in this mode, which actually shows off the whole car. Can be a little bit annoying to do at times, but it looks pretty cool. I'm sure everyone's seen the Instagram updates, how now it's pretty much becoming a video platform. So obviously you need to post more videos, more reels, all that type of stuff, more video stories. There you go, you can see it's perfectly in the frame now, which is what I want. This one's obviously a little bit different because it is closer. Let's see what it looks like from the front. So I reckon showing the front half's nicer. I mean, you can see the color fade there. It's a bit dark. And then you can see the full thing change here, which looks epic. Yeah, so I'll keep those frames there. This might be cool because you can actually see the carbon close up. Yep. And obviously just center it a bit. Shots like this would be pretty cool as well for Instagram Reels because it's cropped in so much closer. You can actually see so much more detail. This shot isn't that great. It is cool to keep there just in case. But I'm just skimming through the actual video that I shot and seeing what's worth using and if there's anything salvageable that will work well for the actual video. See, a shot like this, I don't know how well it would work. It's too close. You know, it works well. Looks pretty cool. What else we got? These are all... That one's a cool one. Seeing a close-up of the guard changing again. I actually think I might have copied that. No, I didn't. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm trying to focus on all the, I guess, color shift scenes where you can really see it transition from one color to the other. Let's see. Spoiler shot's cool, but I don't think it'll work too well unless, like, I might have to regrade that, make it a bit brighter and focused on the actual wing there. This shot's pretty cool because it's super wide, so I could use that near the ending. Should be able to fit it in the frame. Yep, perfect. So kind of center that. Actually, probably shorten it. And then bang, I've got a nice cool ending clip with the water. Should be cool to use. I'm just going to quickly check something on my YouTube settings. If anyone tuned in on the last one as well, I had I did that 30-minute edit on the Supra. I've actually finished color grading that finally. Took a little while, of course. That's exported and uploaded, and it's just processing and going through those stages on YouTube as they do. And I'll probably post that maybe later tonight if it processes, or if not, probably tomorrow. So that'd be pretty cool. Just a little 30-minute collage of all the rolling shots using the Alien Hydra mount. Again, crazy piece of equipment, super smooth. Actually had a few discussions with people today in the Tilter group because some people actually had a lot of issues with them not being as stable, but mine has been absolutely flawless. Losing my voice again. Cool. This looks pretty cool. The spoiler. So that's all the clips from the actual video. Now I'm actually going to go through some of the clips I hadn't used and a lot of people hadn't seen yet. Obviously I like to shoot as much extra as possible. More the better, of course. Get some different angles, different frames, different lighting. Obviously not all of it's always great to use. I mean, this is cool, it shows off the wheels a bit, but it's not that great of a shot for a reel. This is pretty cool. Again, it's pretty close, but it'll be cool to show more of the rear of the 34 and do a bit of a tracking shot. So if I pan this way, might have to adjust the frame width, but at least you can see the whole car as the frame goes. So instead of now just seeing one piece, it's actually showing you the whole car. But I might have to change the keyframe. As you can see, it stops there. It looks a bit odd, so I might even drag it out just so it flows a bit nicer. This should show from start to end now, the whole thing. There we go, it looks heaps better. I can obviously cut it just before it goes a bit wonky. Would be dope to film the two rigs and see the difference in terms of stabilization, my cloud mount and the tilter, especially considering price wise. Yeah, it would be pretty cool, man. Definitely keen to try it out. If you want to try it out after lockdown or during lockdown, I'm down. You just say the word, I don't give a shit. I think we're all kind of over it sitting here, but yeah, I'm down to try it once we can kind of move around again. We'll definitely try it out. I'm curious to see how it goes. I mean, before I was using this Alien Hydra mount, I was using the rig wheels, and that was super smooth and solid as well. But the problem with that was it was just a pain in the ass to set up every single time, and the RS2 wasn't even out then, so it wasn't the most useful thing to use. It was very bulky, big, and annoying to set up. But just the ease of this Alien Hydra it is to set up and use, it's awesome. What color profile do you recommend using in Sony A6500, and what profile do you use? I definitely would suggest, even what Darkroom said in chat, Cine 4 is an awesome profile to start off on. It really allows you to manipulate colors well, manipulate, you know, when you're grading it. You really can get a good feel using Cine 4, and you don't have to worry about, you know, with S-Log you have to overexpose and stuff like that. If you're not too familiar with that, I haven't learned how to do it, I would start with Cine 4. However, obviously there's a ton of videos on YouTube teaching you how to properly expose S-Log 2 and S-Log 3. Obviously the A6500, I think you've only got S-Log 2. Awesome camera too. Pretty cool camera to start off with. Awesome base. But I reckon start off with Cine 4. And I think you should get a great feel of the actual camera and the grading. And then if you feel confident, try S-Log 2, or even better, when you go out to film, try shoot every single scene in Cine 4 and then in S-Log 2. I mean, I used to do that just to experiment. I'd film something, like say we got a car stationary, I'd film it all in say Cine 4, and then I'd do all the same shots again, but I'd do it in S-Log 2, S-Log 3, and then I'd go home and I'd grade and test all of the footage and see kind of what worked best for me, and obviously what looked best. Because obviously the more you try it, the better you get. But yeah, definitely use your zebras. Definitely set that up. You don't want to overexpose and you don't want to underexpose. Yeah, having the rig to cars super annoying. But I mean, oh man, setting up the rig wheels cloud mount versus the oh, this is a nice shot, some cleaner detail. The cloud mount rig wheels that I used to set up just took so long to set up. It was just annoying. You know, you can't adjust the height and stuff like that. It's fixed, so once you put it in the spot, it's there, unless you adjust the camera angle, sorry, the Ronin and stuff like that. But yeah, the Hydra, I couldn't believe how quick it was to bolt on. Obviously, if you've got two people helping you, it's a piece of piss. I don't know how hard yours is to set up or how quickly it takes to set up. It looks relatively easy, but I guess, I mean, can you actually adjust the height of your mount? Once your mount is out of the car, I can't even remember what your mount looks like. I think, does it bolt onto the back of the car, or is it with the boot open? I'm pretty sure it was bolted onto the back of the car, wasn't it? This shot's cool because you can actually see the bonnet. I might do it closer to this side because you can actually see the colors. Yeah, wow, 30 minutes. That's crazy. The Alien Hydra with two people takes me no more than 5 minutes, and that's including all the cabling as well into the car. Which reminds me, I have to send you a photo of it like fully set up with all the cabling and the wiring and stuff. Might get rid of this first shot because this one looks better. You can actually see the GTR badge. Looks pretty cool. Don't think I can go higher, of course. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is how long it actually takes to set up and pack up, and then obviously like unbolt, then attach to another part of the car. The first time it's actually set up is, usually takes the longest, but that's, again, like, 5 to 7 minutes. And then obviously when we go from swapping it from one side of the car to the other, it's just more so reconfiguring the all the mounting and then just changing the suction cap location, and that's it. So it's relatively quick to change around. I love it. I mean, like, I'm so relieved every time I use it. It's never like a stress or a worry. It's just like, this thing's going to be awesome. It's going to get everything that I need. I don't have to worry about anything else apart from just setting it up and then just plugging it all in and shooting. So these shots would be pretty cool, but I don't think this is going to work too well. Yeah, it's okay. That's cool. Shows off the midnight purple really, really nicely. Next step will be external. Currently, it's within the boot. Yeah, gotcha. That would definitely be a game changer for you, because then you can actually mount it in different positions, right? Like, I presume you'd obviously want to be able to mount it not just to the back, but you'd want to do it to the front too, yeah? That would definitely work out better in the long run too, hey? There's my wheel. So I'm trying to make at least, 2 reels. I know I've got enough footage there, but I'm just skimming through what I think will be cool to show. Like, this spoiler would be sick to show. It's going to be obviously cropped in, but I can get it to follow as the light moves on the spoiler. Might have to smoothen this, but we're just doing a rough. Let's try this. So this should follow that sheen. Yeah, that's cool. Do you think these car videos could be edited in After Effects? Yes, they definitely can. I actually used to know someone who used to edit all their car videos in After Effects. Pretty impressive, because I mean, for me, I don't see it as a video. I mean, you can video edit in there, but it's not the most suitable. I personally think. I mean, it can be done, but again, me saying that, it's all personal preference. I've been using Premiere for a long time now, but it definitely can be done. I even believe Darkroom in chat used to edit nothing but on After Effects, was it? So you definitely can. It just obviously is a little bit of a different process to Premiere. You can obviously see a nice, easy, user-friendly timeline to use. You can drop and drag and stuff like that. You know, you can shorten clips easier. I know After Effects is a little bit different in terms of the timeline. But I mean, in saying that, if it's something that you're used to, you can most definitely edit on it for sure. I've seen people edit some pretty cool videos on it. I personally couldn't do it, but yeah, credit to the people who can. As I was saying, it's cool to see. And I'm still actually practicing here and there when I can with DaVinci Resolve. I would like to transition over to it slowly. I'm just trying to get the whole grading aspect perfect on it, because it is still a lot to grasp for me. Yeah, all those videos, I think it's like, I've seen a lot of people edit with After Effects who do a lot of those game edits, so they do a lot of the speed ramping and whatnot. I believe that's the person I knew actually used to do that before car videos, and that's where that whole speed ramping effects he'd use in the car videos came from actually editing his video game stuff with, like, you know, COD quick scopes and stuff like that. Do you trim videos before the music or after you mark the beats? So in terms of trimming the videos, I do usually like to, I mean, if I go back to my main sequence here, you can see there's heaps of clips. I love to go through all my files. So say example, I've got a clip like this, and I'll go through every single clip, and then I'll find, like, you know, the smoothest nice parts, so say example that, and then I drag it to my timeline. And I'd go through every single clip and do that. And as you can see, I've done that here. And then after I obviously find the music, or I've already got the music ready, and then I'll start piecing it together with the clips that I've cut. And then obviously, like, you know, pick the best ones, make the video, and then I'll go over it, and then I'll see what shots I got left over, which I think may be better than some of the ones I've used, and then maybe sub some out or use them in other applications. Yeah, and then obviously I cut those clips to the music, so I'll have like obviously a long clip here. You can see this one goes for like a good, yeah, this goes for like a good 5 seconds. A little bit wonky there, but then obviously I'd put that in and then cut it to the beat. Hey Sarek, how you going? And hello Christo, how you going again? Welcome back. I just triggered my Siri somehow. Off you go. I'm if you're just tuning in, I'm just repurposing some of my old footage that I recently shot just to make some reels and TikToks and stuff like that. I've never really made any, and I just want to make some more and put out some content that people haven't seen, just some extra shots. As you can see, I've got a lot of extra footage here that I haven't used, and I'm just trying to pick all the shots that I really like to put together. Yeah, Crispy, Twixtor's good. Twixtor's good in, I mean, you can use that in Premiere and After Effects. That's a awesome tool. Very cool to use for speed ramping. It makes life so much easier. Mango Media, what's happening, man? Good to see all the media boys here in Melbourne. We've got a whole family happening here. Yeah, Twixtor, I got the Twixtor Pro, and it's awesome. It's awesome. It's just, I haven't had an issue with it. I remember back in the day, like a couple of years ago when Twixtor first came out, I always had little buggy issues and stuff, but now it's just absolutely flawless. Yeah, I'm doing well, Mango. I'm doing pretty well. Editing in lockdown, repurposing my old content, making some reels, making use of my time, you know, just doing what I enjoy, trying to stay sane, as we all are. I'm good, Sarek. I'm good. I'm, as you just probably heard, I'm just repurposing old content, starting with the GTR one, and I'm working my way back with older projects to just create some reels and just content, just because I'm, you know, a little bit bored, going a little bit crazy. Fences, yeah. It's good to see all the Melbourne media boys on here. Hope you've all been keeping sane during lockdown. And hopefully we get out soon and start shooting again. It would be pretty cool to do. You guys got anything cool coming up once you get out? Is there anything cool you want to do, or you haven't tried yet? I'd love to. We've definitely got to catch up. We'll go out one night and just do some random stuff again. That was pretty fun. Go to Chappelle's, get a bite to eat. Just talk crap. Alright. I think I have... There's heaps of footage here. There's there's a good 2 minutes of cut footage here that I can use. Some needs to be repositioned and stuff, etc, etc. Needs a song. But all in all, it looks like there's heaps. I did get a lot of driving shots and a lot of audio shots with this as well. I don't know if you can hear this. I'll actually unmute it. This thing sounds epic. A little bit choppy. Who doesn't love an RB26? Yeah, man. Making as much use of my time as possible. There's just, when things are up and going again, it's flat stick. You really got to dedicate time to even film the projects, edit the projects, as you know. Work's been so busy dealing with all my client stuff, and this doesn't get to happen as much. So I'm kind of glad I'm making the time to do it, and just put my foot down. I want to make more cool stuff. I've got heaps of ideas on my whiteboard, and I'm slowly getting through them. So I'm pretty happy with the progress I'm making. Better than none, right? You always got to keep active, do different things, and just as long as you have fun with it. And that's what I want to do. I want to make sure I enjoy all these personal projects that I'm doing. I'm not doing them just because I want to pump out stuff. I do them because I actually want to make something cool. I've had all these crazy ideas bundled in my head, and I just want to get them out into a camera, so this is just some OCD stuff. Closing all the gaps so it's all together, and I can just seamlessly look through all the footage that I want to use. So because I don't have a song yet, I haven't even thought about it. I'll probably start just putting clips in a certain order. I think this one's obviously a cool one to start it off with because it's just full send in it. Yeah, I'd love to travel. I'm dying to go back to Japan, man. I can't wait. As soon as we can properly internationally travel without getting locked down and quarantine and all that stuff. Oh man, that would be nice. But I'd love to go to at least Queensland, get away there. That would be nice. I know a few people who have actually already kind of gone over there, killing some time. Nicer weather. I don't think they're in lockdown. They got no restrictions, or not many restrictions, from what I know. Yeah, cool. I think so. I want to put engaging stuff at the start, and I think the color shift stuff, it just kind of grabs your eye, grabs your attention. So I might do that, but I might do a stationary shot before that first roller. This one's cool because you see a full shift. Where do you want to travel to? Alright, what else do we have? Bonnet's cool because it shows the gold. Hello, how you doing? If anyone's tuning in, I'm just repurposing some old content to make some reels for Instagram. So this one's cool. I've got to regrade that, make it stand out a bit more. I never realized how much I get so out of breath talking on stream. I didn't realize how much talking you actually do, and then it comes to 2 hours and you're like, you just can't talk anymore. You don't want to talk anymore. So this is cool. So I've already showed in the clips there, where am I? 1 minute 40. So I've already showed some of the kind of gold brown going to the purple. showing more of the gold just shining in the sun. And then the next one I believe is more of the purpley red, which is harder to see, and then goes to the gold. So I'm going to look for more of the purple, probably something like this, what I showed before, how it pans through the whole car, so you can see the whole car purple and starts to sheen off at the end to something else. So I'm just going to move these clips back and find that clip again. There you are. Oh yeah, Adelaide would be pretty cool. Road tripping by yourself, that sounds fun. Hopefully you got a good Spotify playlist, man. That's a long drive. What else do we want to show? It's got a bit of purple, maybe some of the wheel. We've got some two shots. We've got like a lead up to the wheel, so we can kind of show, where are you? I think you're here. I think it's this shot. Just a short pan of the wheel. Cool little sun flare. And that can go just before this shot of the actual wheel. I think that would be cool. So already, I mean, like we've got almost 30 seconds. It's not properly cut, but like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clips. 7 clips, and it's almost 30 seconds worth of footage. So, I mean, reels, you don't really need that many clips, and it obviously depends how long the clips are going for, but hey Music's Deck, how you going? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just repurposing some old content for Instagram Reels. This is called the Nismo Pillar. So this car I shot, it's such an amazing example of a GTR. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll have to put the owner's Instagram in the description after I finish this stream, but it's just awesome. He's done such a good job keeping it in such a nice condition. It's just immaculate, and he's got a really nice 33 GTR as well, a pretty cool limited edition one, which will be shooting sometime in the near future, which will be pretty fun. You need a Tesla, man. You need like an autopilot. Oh my god. Popcorn. All right. Thanks. Got to put the GTR badge in there, of course. I've already shot a shot like that. I've already shot an angle like that. Already shot an angle like that. I don't like that close up. That's a cool little, I guess, ending shot I spoke about before. This is alright. Could use that. I just need to do some key tracking. What is everyone else doing during this lockdown to keep you somewhat sane, or just keep you going? So this doesn't have a grade on it, but if I just pinch, I've got to find something relevant. So that's in the sun. That would probably match something like this one. So if I just steal one of my grades and just paste it on, see how it looks. Yeah, cool. So it needs a little bit of work, a little bit of playing with. Like it's super overexposed here. But I'll probably have to keyframe that and just change the grade as it moves. But I'll put that there for now at the top. Does anyone else still grade in Premiere? Or do you use something else? I'm really trying hard to use DaVinci Resolve for grading. Had a bit of practice most of yesterday. Still trying to wrap my head around using it, but I can definitely see the potential in it. It's pretty damn cool. But I'm obviously still stuck using this because it's my go-to. So that's pretty cool. to see honest. Hate when I do that. So we've got almost a minute worth of some pretty cool clips. These two are too close together. They're both like 3/4. I could probably slot in down here. And before it finishes, you got close up, and then a nice wide shot. So if you're tuning in, I'm just repurposing some of my old content or recent content just to make some reels. Haven't picked any music yet, but I've got it pretty much all graded, all ready to go. Just need to find a song and then chop it to it. What else? If anyone saw me in the last stream editing that 30-minute super video as well, I've finished grading that, cutting it to the music properly, and well, I cut it to the music on the last stream, but I spent a bit of time just grading it, and it's actually just uploading on YouTube now. So hopefully we'll have that up later tonight or even tomorrow. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with what I got here. I've got a nice mix of clips. It goes for a good just under a minute, which is perfect for a reel. And yeah, I've got all these extra spare clips that I didn't really use, but some of them are the same angles of what I've already got in this actual video, so probably not needed. That one is a cool one, but yeah, what I'll normally do is I'll edit it all to a song, and then after I edit it, I'll go over it, see if there's any clips that I really don't like, that I think that that don't flow well, and then I'll kind of go through some of these extra clips that I've got, and if I see that I can replace one, then I will. But then I can just go back to my main sequence where I have a heap more to siphon through. Yeah, I guess it's one of those things. I've been using Premiere for years, right? So naturally I'm just going to stick to Premiere, but like I said, I'm slowly editing some older projects that I've already graded in DaVinci, and I'm obviously trying to achieve the same result, if not better. And then I'm also just throwing myself in the deep end and trying some new projects at the moment too. You know, it's the best way you learn, right? Like you just kind of throw yourself in, you just keep working at it, and you just try to get a really awesome result with it. Once you change, you'll never go back. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, because to be honest, I'm over Premiere. The crashes and just the bugs, and still, I got to admit though, like some of the plugins that you got and that you can use, and like the graphics and all that stuff, it's awesome for Premiere. But then I guess there's nothing stopping me from grading in DaVinci and then just putting it back into Premiere. Obviously works a bit better. Alright, so this is pretty much cut. I haven't found a song. Yeah, dynamic link is probably the cool thing, right? Using After Effects. But then again, there's so many things you can do in Premiere now that you don't need After Effects for, like all the inbuilt graphics and being able to do like lower thirds and overlays and stuff like that. I mean, different story if you're tracking and stuff, right? Obviously you need to use After Effects, but in terms of everything else, it's pretty solid. Yeah, Resolve is king. Integration with Premiere between Prem and Warp. Oh, Warp Stabilizer. I try to avoid using Warp Stabilizer. I don't like it. But in saying that, I actually have experimented with Premiere Pro's Warp Stabilizer and DaVinci's Stabilizer, and I reckon DaVinci's is so much better than Premiere's. Premiere's just comes out so whack sometimes, and like I've compared it to the DaVinci one, and DaVinci one is just so much smoother. But yeah, I really hate using Warp because I just don't think it looks good in some of the clips. Like you can, like it distorts backgrounds and stuff. Like you can see this doesn't have any warp on it, right? You can see there's a little bit of natural camera movement up and down, and I could use Warp to kind of smoothen it out, but I don't know, I don't know, it's personal preference, I think. I mean, I think you might agree, Darkroom. Well, you try to avoid using warp stabilizer as much as possible. It's just can yeah, it kind of ruins the feel of the actual clip, I think. Wish I'd installed the gimbal. Bro, just use your iPhone. They're that good nowadays. You can do so much with them. Yeah. Resolve, I think, is definitely the way to go, but it's just a learning curve for me. Moving away from this, I should do a stream with just me trying to use Resolve and see how much I struggle, and you can have a laugh because you'll probably already know the shortcuts. One thing I read though as well, with Resolve, right, you can actually set the shortcuts so they're the same shortcuts as Premiere. Is that correct? From what I read, from my understanding, you can almost have all the controls set. This is a cool shot. Because obviously that makes it easier when you're cutting and grading, etc., etc. You don't have to learn a whole new program. You can actually make that program adapt to the actual settings that you're used to. I think with the grading aspect with Resolve, what's just trying to wrap my head around is, like, I like how you can use the nodes, and you can have, like, you know, you can have your base color correction and like have that as the node, and then the next node can be like your LUT and stuff like that. I think it's just me, just trying to wrap my head around it. I can definitely see how much better it is, because obviously you can't do that in Premiere without having to do like adjustment layers and etc, etc. But yeah, I had a really cool rolling shot on the freeway. Just trying to find it. I'm going to mute this desktop audio so you don't hear the stuttering. So you can see I already cut all these rolling shots, all the parts that I want to use. Alright, so I've pretty much cut this. There's nothing really else I need to do with it. I'm just seeing what else I have to cut. The 34 GTR footage that I copied over. I haven't done something with the Supra. I could probably repurpose some of that content. That would be cool to use as a reel, because a lot of that's like some cool action-packed driving shots. Yeah, just gotta find some music for this. Let's see if this crashes Premiere. Opening up a project. Alright, so we don't need that open. Okay, so that's, what have I done? I've just closed the thing by accident. All my raw files here. If I go to, there's the main video. All my lovely clips and layers here, and all my additional holy shit footage. If you watched the last live stream and I did that 30-minute edit, where are ya? Is this it? That's the YouTube one. I hate looking for sequences. Forget about the search bar sometimes. There we go. So I've exported this 30-minute edit, which is just processing on YouTube at the moment. Might take a little while. I don't think I've ever uploaded a 30-minute video before, so it's gonna be a little bit of a process, I think, because it's all in 4K still. I was going to do a little bit of denoising on this project, but I don't know if anyone's ever used denoiser before. It takes a bit of time, and if I were to denoise this whole project, it would literally take around 30 hours to export, and I need to use my computer every day, and I just don't think I could wait that long. So I've just pretty much exported it without it. It should be fine. It still looks pretty clean, but yeah, that will be pretty cool to post up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Hey Kimo, how you going? Media browser is clean as. Do you know what I really like about the Resolve Media Browser? When the footage is uploaded as well, how easy it is to skim through it all. Like obviously, if I just close all this, I'm just going to close this super project. But yeah, obviously, like in Premiere, right? You've got the files here, and you've got the scrubber, but the scrubber can be a little bit laggy at times, and sometimes it takes a while to load the actual clip. In Resolve, you hover over every single one, and it loads straight away, like it's already loaded, and you just scrub your mouse over it here, wherever you are on the photo, and it just scrubs through it. I love it. Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm going absolutely mental. I'm just making some reels. I'm just doing a bit of a short live stream. I actually might look for some music for this video, and I actually might do it on stream. Why not? Yeah, man. Uploading in Resolve is just a game changer. Let's try find some music. Let's try find some copyright-free music. Which reminds me. So, something for this, I would probably want to have something that's a bit intense, upbeat, kind of shows off the clips. And it's only a minute. So, instead of me using something from something like SoundCloud, I'm actually going to use Soundstripe, which I use for a lot of my clients' music. A lot of people have actually asked me about where I get my music from for clients' projects. I'll actually put it in the description. So, I'm just going to try play something in my browser just to see if you guys can hear it. Hopefully it doesn't blast your ears off. Alright, music. What music do we want to use, guys? Who's going to help me out? We're either going to use dubstep. Throw me some suggestions. What type of music should we use for this 1 minute reel? You can see all the footage here. Come on, how many creatives do we have in the chat? There must be all creatives in the chat. Someone throw me a suggestion. Someone throw me a an option. What mood should we go for? So, cool thing also as well, I was mentioning about where I get some of my music from. I get it from obviously Soundstripe. You can check out the link in the description. Australian National Anthem. Shit. I don't know if I can use that. what I really like about Sandstripe is that you can actually pick things by like mood, characteristic, genre, energy, instrument. I mean, I know a lot of places where you can get licensed music from have similar things, but you can do such cool things here. Deep house. Let's see if they've got any sort of deep house on here. They've got house. Oh no, do they? No. My life be like copyright free. We need copyright free music. We could do some sounds, although I don't have much rolling footage in here. I think I've only got like 2 clips. We've got the starting one, which already has it. Alright, you know what I'm going to do to make my life easier? I'm just going to render this. It will take 2 seconds, just so it all plays smoothly. Can you hear me now? How's that? Don't know what happened there. There we go. It's detecting my voice. I don't know what happened there. It just stopped working. Good old technology, man. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right now, or if we still have a problem. Awesome. Awesome. Good. I don't know what happened there. It literally just stopped working. I just had to unplug it and plug it back in. I've never had a problem with this microphone until now. That's the first issue. As I was saying, I think Hardwave is a good choice. Hardwave's a good choice. I used to listen to like Trap City, House City, if anyone remembers all those channels. Back in the day, I think they're still around. I don't know how popular they are now, but yeah, they had some pretty cool beats. Hardwave's a tough one to find sometimes. Like, there's a lot of hardwave stuff out there, but finding that particular beat, I guess, is always a struggle, especially if you're trying to go for something that really suits what you're using. Trying to think what to use. To chill. Need to find something a bit more upbeat, I think. This is alright. It's a little bit okay. Let's give this a shot, since cool. Alright, I found a song. I'm going to try it out, and I'm going to cut it to this footage and make a little short reel. Downloading. Cool. Let's see if we can make this work. Have you got to play around with your camera yet, Kemo? You done anything new, or are you just still kind of waiting until we can kind of get out and do some cool stuff again? Alright, so West Liberty, Blessed Main, Omega. Why do I have a feeling that this is not a copyright song? Let's have a see. Alright, so Can you guys hear the music all right? Don't know if it's detecting through my desktop or through my speakers. This is alright. If you guys can hear that, let me know. And that's you finally rebalanced your gimbal. You get your wide grips for the RS2 tomorrow, according to Ozpost. So almost act like an M. Awesome, man. Nice. I've got them for my RS2 as well. They're awesome. I actually wanted to get the tilter ring grip for it. Yeah, same Dark. I'm waiting for the tilter ring. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if people are just sooks or they reckon that the tilter ring's not that good, but I don't understand how a product like that can't be good. It's literally a ring. Like, I've got the same thing for my Ronin M. I don't understand how it can be a bad product, you know? So I'm going to make the beat come on after the GTR boots it at the start. Can you guys hear the audio of the actual car? Or like the music? Could you hear it before it all? Oh, you rate the song, so you must be able to hear it. So I want this to exactly drop on the beat. I love cutting it as perfect as possible. What am I doing? So I want to cut it there, but I want to use the end part of the clip. So I'll just shorten this until I get it where I want. There we go. Cool. Yeah, people definitely do complain too much. I saw so many people having issues with the actual Hydra mount and them actually having to modify it. I know there was an issue with the first ones that came out, but even people who are getting the new ones, apparently they've modified it or had to modify it. Something wrong with the isolators, but I mean, I've got one and a couple of mates have got them, and I don't know anyone else who's had an issue. I just know one person here who's had to modify theirs as well, but I haven't had any issues. So they should be perfectly cut to the beat now, that little beat at the end. Again on the beat. Now I'm not sure about that shot if I want to use it, but I'm going to keep it there and I'll go through it all first and then I'll swap stuff out, swap it around and see how I go. So this is the one that I keyframed earlier. Where's effects? Oh, I'm in assembly, that's why. is the clip pixelated? What is going on there? What is going on there with that footage? I might just go into my Explorer and rip it from there. And then just copy the grade over. Typical Premiere things, man. It never ends. There we go. That looks much better. I don't know what's wrong with this clip. See, I don't know if you guys can see. It's like a bit of distortion in it. Anyway, fuck that right off. Blacklisted Visions. What's happening, homie? It's that's been a long time. How long have you been doing photo video for? I've been doing photo and video for now for over 7 years. I started mainly with video and did a little bit of photo, but I still prefer video. Video has always been my favorite. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't do anything else. All right, so I need to work out where the color goes. So the color actually goes from front to back. So you can see the whole color at the front. So I'm trying to keyframe it so you can kind of see the whole color. And it kind of goes, I might actually start from the front. So you see the color at the front first. And then as it gradually comes to the back, we'll make it drag along. So you'll see the whole color now. I might cut it short because it's too long, I think. Definitely need to get a drink after this is all over, Jake. It's well overdue, hey. Yeah, Joey, definitely video over photo. I love the aspect of working with, you know, moving pictures, as you say, as opposed to just editing, you know, a couple of photos and it's just stationary. I like the whole motion behind the video and obviously the emotion that you can put in a video as well, setting the mood, the music, you know, the grade. Just cutting it perfectly to the beat. If you're just tuning in, I'm repurposing some old content and I am basically making some Instagram reels just for social content because I've got a lot of content. I haven't actually ever made reels or TikToks before, so taking some time and just doing it. So again, this clip, you can't see the front where the color shift occurs as well. So actually might keyframe it around here. Actually maybe around here. And see how it cuts it off. I want to drag it forward so it keeps it forward. To the next beat. bit of lag there. The fade out at the end. And that's basically a 1 minute reel cut ready for Instagram. Just gonna slap a logo at the end, even though it's probably gonna get ripped, stolen, and reposted and claimed by other people elsewhere. Hey, I'm sure everyone else there can relate to that, which is super frustrating. It makes you just want to watermark the whole damn video, but then you don't want to ruin it with your damn logo on it. So, yeah. All right. Obviously, I've got to resize this. Yeah, and then we have one fully purposed reel. I'll just render the whole thing so we can watch it back smooth. Let's open it on a bigger screen so you can see it nicer. Don't know why, but this scene is going very pixelated, and I'm not sure why. I'm gonna have to look into that. Cool. So I'm pretty happy with all the scenes. As you saw before, I had one scene. It looks a little bit pixelated. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know how well you can see this on stream, but you can see all the square pixels. Even if I skim through it, it's got a lot of pixels, and it shouldn't do, because if I obviously relate back to the actual clip where I use that, it's flawless, which is one of these ones. There shouldn't be any issues with it. So, typical Premiere, got to look into problems and shit like that. But this all looks good. I'll probably just go, I mean the grade's all fine. This one probably needs to be fixed up a bit. But overall, she looks pretty good. This one as well, it looks very bland until the sun hits it. But I might just check out. So it looks obviously a lot better down. Look at this. I'm in the center of crap. So if I just check the whole thing, I'll probably start from the rear here. And then it can kind of make its way to the front. Because obviously the color shifts and follows. So I'm just trying to follow the sunlight as it... I'll probably go a little bit further. Maybe that. Let's see if it plays smoothly. See a little how you're going. If I just remove the keyframe in the middle there. Yeah, much better. This is the only scene I gotta play with, so for some reason it's going all pixelated and shit. It actually might have something to do with the grade, I don't know. But it didn't in the main video, so... But these all look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with all these shots. Grade all looks good. And it's ready to post on Instagram Reels, which I could probably post right now tonight. So if you're watching, check it out. Put it up, and that's it. This one probably could show a bit more color. See if there's sunlight anywhere else. Yeah, so it's kind of all here. So instead of just being focused on the spoiler, the whole clip, I could probably again do a keyframe and make it actually come to the color. Maybe even just drag it out the whole clip so it doesn't stop. Looks much better. Done. And we have one fully finished reel. Just might adjust that a little bit more center. Which probably was not too far off. Cool. Now I just need to figure out this issue with this one damn seam that seems to be causing me some issues. So that looks fine there. What happens if I copy something else? See if it does the same thing. Obviously that looks trash, but let's just see if it... Yeah, this is the typical thing with Premiere. Sometimes when you copy footage over into a new sequence, it just doesn't like it. And you literally have to grab that clip again and make it work. Alright, now I've got to find that damn clip. Wasn't that one? Maybe I didn't use it. Alright, so you can see how it's not sharp and there's like something clearly wrong with this actual footage. So I'm gonna go to my project and delete that one. I'm gonna rip it fresh from the actual thing. That obviously looks a lot better, but if I put the grade on it, does it do the same thing? No, it looks better there. That's better. So it's sorted. So again, just a shonky clip. Typical Premiere. And then we'll just do the keyframe tracking again. So I'm just going to purposely zoom out so I can see the whole thing and just see how it transitions. Yeah, I do use speed ramping sometimes. However, yeah, I use Twixtor plugin, which works really well. You obviously can get smooth and fast, you know, nice ramping, nice speed ramps. That's what I want to say. I used to do it a lot, but I think I'm a bit over that kind of speed ramp style. Like I kind of think it doesn't work with everything, and I kind of like to do a lot more, you know, cleaner cut stuff. I guess it depends what you're using it for. Speed ramping, I mean, I think it's pretty cool to use in some applications, but I wouldn't use it all the time. There we go. There we go. We have one working clip, and we will have one finished reel. I think that is pretty much it. Just one last check. Just render it all again so it plays smooth for you guys. This could probably be in frame a little bit better, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, Blacklisted Visions is an OG. Here's the OG in videos. And we have a finished reel, so that can be exported and that's ready to post. But yeah, I love repurposing my old content. I love trying to remake stuff, do things differently, and you know, just create more content. Dying to get out of this lockdown, so then we can obviously make some more cool stuff, new content, new shit, and just do some cool stuff again. But I think I might wrap that up there. Just a short video repurposing a reel, or repurposing for a reel. But yeah, I think next time when we do get a lockdown, I'm actually going to do a live stream, and I'm actually going to do it whilst I'm filming a project. And I think that would be pretty cool to show a lot of people how certain things are done, you know, especially when you're filming at nighttime, and how much more coordination it can be. But yeah, stay tuned for the next one, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys there. Thanks for tuning in.